Servus and welcome to Flo's German Kitchen. I'm Flo, this is my kitchen, and I show you how to cook the German way. Right now it is the 5th season in Germany, Carnival, Fasching, Carnival, Fasnet, Fasnacht, whatever you may call it, a time where we celebrate and have fun. Yeah, and in Germany there is no Fasching without Faschingskrapfen. There is no good English translation for Krapfen. It is a bit like a donut, it's filled, but it's got no hole. And just like Fasching itself, it's got different names. In Germany we call it Fasnacht, Fasenacht, Fasnet, Carnival, Fasching. A lot of different names for Carnival, and also there are different names for the Faschingskrapfen. They're also called Kreppel, Krapfen, some call it Berliner, but it's all the same and it tastes great. There is quite a lot of stuff on the table today. We need pastry flour, we need sugar, we need vanilla sugar, pinch of salt, yeast, milk, butter, 2 eggs, lemon, and a nice little sip of the French bubbly stuff. Wunderbar. And actually, yes, it's French, but it's from the Alsace, a French region that used to belong to Germany, and the older people there still speak a German dialect, so it's a bit German as well. Cheers on that. Wunderbar. Making the Krapfen dough is actually very simple. There is no special order you have to follow. And yeah, you just add all the ingredients. That's 250 flour, that's 40 grams of sugar, a pinch of salt, that's about half a teaspoon, 10 grams of yeast, 8 grams of vanilla sugar. If you're using vanilla extract or vanilla beans, the equivalent of half a vanilla bean is needed. And if it comes to vanilla sugar, that's 8 grams. We've got 110 milliliters of milk. An important thing is that the ingredients, the milk as well as the butter, are at room temperature. Otherwise, the maturing, the rising of the dough will take much longer. From the eggs, we only need the yolks. Two. And the zests of a quarter of a lemon. That's already it. All you gotta do is stir the dough. So this needs to be stirred for 2 minutes at low speed. Then you're gonna increase the speed and stir it for around about another 8 minutes. And while this is stirring, this is a good time to show off with my new shirt. It's a new design, and the good news is my shop is online again. There were some technical issues. I took it offline. Now you can order here. And since the 2 minutes are already over, I'm gonna increase the speed. So the dough is ready. What you do is you cover that for 30 minutes and then we go on. The dough had its 30 minutes of rest, but before we go on, I just need another sip of that nice bubbly stuff. Now in Germany, when it's street carnival, people drink beer, but I think for a sweet thing like Krapfen, it just goes very well with this nice cremant. So here is the dough. Nice ball. And next thing we do is we divide it into 7 pieces. So we're gonna make 7 Krapfen. The dough is 500 grams. That is about 70 grams per Krapfen. We're gonna make 7 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all round about 70 and little grams. Now what you do is the usual shaping balls. And what's important when you do that is that you don't just roll it like this. It's gonna be sort of round, but it's not gonna create that tension on the surface that you get when you make like a claw like this. And then always make sure it gets like pulled downwards like that and pulled together so that you've got a tension on the surface of the ball. This is what you reach with doing that motion. And since these balls are pretty small, you can do it with your hand, but yeah, it works. But I think on the table it's just better. And number 7, I place them in my pizza box. Just make sure they are covered and don't dry out. These little guys need to have another rest for 4 hours at room temperature. During that time they should double in size, and while these guys rise, I'm gonna enjoy my cremant. Oh, one more thing. If you want to help me make this the #1 place in German cooking on YouTube, now is a good time to like my channel, to like my video, to tell your friends about it, and hit that newly installed hype button. This will help YouTube algorithm to understand that this is great content and show it to more people and make this channel grow. Cheers on growth. So let's have a look at this. Nice fluffy round balls of Krapfen dough. Now we're gonna go deep fry these guys. So I got this pan with oil. This is supposed to have between 160 and 170 degrees centigrade. 170 is 340 Fahrenheit. All you do is to just put them in. Be careful that you don't get splashed with hot oil. And try not to make as much of a mess as I do. Fry them 2 minutes on one side, then turn them around, fry them on the other side, and always keep an eye on the temperature. Yeah, even a bit above the 170, that's perfectly fine. As long as it doesn't reach 180, everything's all right. While waiting for these guys to fry, I already get some paper towels to put them on later. Let's have a look. Yeah. This looks great. This is exactly what we want, and what you can see here, that white ring, is because they float well, and that is totally okay. Every Krapfen has got that white ring. Und ich schnapp mir dann gleich die nächsten Popel. So look at this wonderful Krapfen. Now these guys need to rest for 5 to 10 minutes just to cool down a little, and then we're gonna start with the filling. Time to get some space, because next thing is starting with the filling. And I need some space for that. Still hot. Fits perfectly. Look at this. The filling traditionally consists of either raspberry jam, apricot jam, or just other kinds of jam. And when they are filled, they get a coating of sugar and powdered sugar. Now this is just normal sugar with a bit of cinnamon. And for the finish, we got the powdered sugar. There are two reasons to let them cool down. One is, of course, the temperature. If they're too hot to handle, you don't want to burn your hands. The other reason is that when they are still warm, they are pretty soft, and you want them to keep their shape when you start putting in the filling. So better let them rest for a while. But I guess it's good time to start setting up my filling syringe here. Traditional fillings are raspberry jam. When you use them for the filling, make sure you don't take a jam that's got fruit chunks in it, because that will stuff the tip. Yeah, I'll give it a try. Yeah, that looks good. And for the other ones, yeah, I won't clean this out now. I will just add the apricot. And the first one, well, it's got a little mix. Who cares? Well, And yeah, this is what you want. When you buy these guys in the shop, they're often just filled stingy. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. So that's it. And the next thing is to cover these guys with sugar. Yeah, it's a bit like braiding schnitzel. If you want to see me braiding schnitzel, there's a video. You can watch it here, but now it's Krapfen time. And the last step is to cover these guys with powdered sugar. And this is also something you don't want to be stingy with. It doesn't just look good, it also tastes great. Isn't that wonderful? Wow, they look delicious. Can't wait to try them, and that's what I'm gonna do now. I'll make it a surprise. I don't know what flavor it is. It's dripping. Yeah, the filling wasn't straight in the middle, but I can taste it. And look at this, how fluffy it is. Well, you could say it can never be too much filling, but it should be in the middle. So next time I'll take better care of that. But the taste is so great. The structure is so soft and fluffy. Just what you want in the 5th season at Fasching in Germany. So wherever you celebrate your Fasching, do it with German Krapfen. They are delicious, they are soft, they are fluffy. Great stuff. Cheers on German cooking. Cheers on Faschings Krapfen. Wunderbar.